Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. And
Yo,
this is the first time we've gone live in a minute. Haven't gone live in about a couple of months. But first thing we're going to talk about is the over under on these six NBA teams for the regular season. So for the first team I got, oh, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. And first team I got is the Los Angeles Clippers, over under 40.5 wins.
over 40.5.
41, brother.
Yeah, 41. Can they win 41 games? They should. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over.
If Kawhi Leonard and James Harden are healthy, because Kawhi Leonard was healthy last year, he was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And if James Harden, which I think we both expect for him to play better, since he is the second option now, and if those two can stay healthy and their new additions can play good, I think they can get 41 wins. But it's the West, though.
Yeah, the
And
West
obviously,
tough.
it's the West. So I think they can get 41. I
Yeah,
I
they should
I
be able to
think
get
that
41.
I think they can. I think they can get 41. Even though, in my eyes, they did get a little bit, if you want to say, weaker. I think they can get 41 because I'm expecting Harden and Kawhi Leonard to play good.
Damn, 41 wins last year was the 11th seed in the West.
I think they're gonna drop out though.
Shit, if they get 41 wins, they're not even making the playoffs. Because the Rockets were the 11th seed with 41 wins.
Well, I mean, if you expect them other teams to play good, like, well, if you expect them other teams, some teams to say like go down, I think they could get 41 wins.
Yeah, they can definitely get 41. Like you said, Kawhi got to stay healthy and James got to play like old James. But man, like you said, the West is stacked because they got to go through. We already know the Thunder, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Clippers, not even Clippers, Mavs and Suns. Maybe the Lakers. That mean they have to jump the Warriors, Pelicans, Kings.
It might be better than Warriors. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
All right, next team, the Miami Heat, over under 44.5 wins.
44. They won 46 last year. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over. I believe in the Heat culture.
Because they didn't lose anybody, I don't think. I think they still got their
Caleb.
same team.
No, they
Well,
lost
okay,
Caleb.
yeah, they lost Caleb. Is he like, you know,
He was a key piece for him. Defense and shooting threes, but
I mean, well,
unless Jaime
you
take that next step.
I was just about to say that unless Jaime or Jovic, if they take the next step, I think they're better than Caleb Martin. Nothing against Caleb. I think he's a good player. I think he's good, but I think Jaime and Jovic are better. And Pat Riley said that Terry Rozier is technically their free agent signing because obviously he didn't really play a lot last year and he didn't play in the playoffs. So
Hmm.
they get a full season of Terry. But the Heat though, they be taking days, all games off and stuff.
I
So
can say Jimmy has to hoop. Like Jimmy has to play this season in order for them to get over 46 wins. And obviously, it's for them to do anything. Like, because Jimmy was hurt for most of the year last year, wasn't he?
yeah, he missed a decent amount of games.
Yeah, he can't. He got to play at least 62, 65 games. He got to.
45. I will go over. I think they can get 45. If they get 46 again, I think that's cool. But I don't think they're a 50-win team, but 45,
Nah, hell
I
no.
definitely think they can get 45. Um the Phoenix Suns, over under 47.5 wins.
No, I'm going over. They had, you said 47.5, so 48. They had 49 last year. They just got Tyrus Jones, which they needed a point guard because you can't have two scorers trying to play point guard. Yeah, they can do it at times, but the whole entire game, no. But you got Tyrus Jones. He frees up some of that ball handling ability and lets Book and Bill be the natural scorers that they are. Um, well, what's they saying name? Nurkic. He
Nurkic,
been in
yeah.
the gym. He even got slimmer, and supposedly he's working on his threes. So, yeah, I think they can get over 48. I mean, yeah, over 47.5.
Last year they had 49. And Bradley Beal, who is the third best player, basically missed a lot of games. Devin Booker, he missed a lot of games kind of early in the season, but he played 68 games. I feel like today now that's pretty healthy. And Kevin Durant played 75. So if your big three is healthy, I think they could get 48 wins. I think they could be a playoff team. I'm not going to go as far as right now and say they are like top four, but I think they are like basically where they was last year, fifth seed or sixth seed. I don't think they're a playing team. They're too talented to be that. But if those guys stay healthy, like you said, they got Titus Jones, you got Grayson Allen, you got Royce O'Neal, Nurkic. No, I think they're better, but I think they probably get. I think they can get 48. Like I'm not going against that. I think they can get
And
48 wins.
and then on top of that, they ain't really played that many minutes together last year. Now y'all got a full training camp together, so now y'all team chemistry is gonna be better. So, I can see them getting 50 wins this season.
I mean, they had full training camp last year. They just was hurt. Like, and just in the season, they were just hurt. Um, the Detroit Pistons
My
over under
boys.
25.5 wins.
Hey man, I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go. I believe in JB Bickerstaff. I believe in Cade. I think they're gonna get this. This is the season where they should have got 20 plus wins because I think last year we both said they was gonna get 20 plus wins and they didn't
I
do
thought they
that
could
at
get.
all.
No, I definitely thought they'd get 20 something.
But so
But I
25
expected
is the
K to be
over.
healthy.
So it's 25. It's at 25.
25.5. So 26 wins.
So 10 more games, 11 more because they won 14 last year. 11 more games.
No, that's 12.
Eh,
That's 12 more
12.
games.
Ooh, that's tough. But the East weak though. Yeah, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over.
25. Like I said, I think that team is still not good. Can if Cade is healthy, he can potentially get you 20. But 26? Ugh. I mean, do you expect Tobias Harris? Obviously, there's no pressure now on Tobias. There's no pressure. He's on the Pistons now. So he's really their second best player. Asor Thompson, I think we expect him to take the next step. Use around
Jaden
shooting.
Ivey.
I might have to jump off the Jaden Ivey bandwagon. Not I
I gotta
wasn't
give him
really
one
a
more year.
bandwagon, but I think I might be done with him. You know
Hey,
what?
he
I'll
better
say
than
this.
Killian
After this
Hayes.
year, I'll see. If I don't see he got better, I'm basically gonna say I'm giving up on Jaden Ivey. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, he better than Killian Hayes. That boy Killian Hayes. Oh my God.
Credit when Killian Hayes started that 1 year because Cade missed basically the whole season. I think he played okay. But he's still not a good player, but he played okay. He played okay. I'm going under. I think they could get 25. I think they'll get 25. I just
You don't believe in
not
JB
really.
Bickerstaff? I think the defense gonna be better with him. I
It
think they're
really
gonna play
depends
more
on
as a
Cade.
collective group.
If Cade gets hurt again, they're not winning. They're not winning 20 games.
Even if they got Tobias.
No, bro.
You don't think
I
Tobias can
think
get them
Bias is
25?
good. So okay, knock on wood. We hope Cade don't get hurt, but let's say Cade is out. So that means Jaden Ivey, Asor, Tim Hardaway,
Wow.
Malik Beasley, Jalen Duran. They still got Isaiah Stewart and Tobias Harris. You
And
think
that
that team
rookie,
can get you
Ron Holland.
26 wins?
Shit, the Raptors got you 25 last year. Are they better than the Raptors team without Cade?
Are they better than the Raptors?
without
No,
Cade.
no, they're not. No, Scotty clears every player on that team outside of K. He clears everybody. You could basically say RJ clears everybody.
Oh,
Who
RJ is
who
pushing it a little bit. I
who?
take Durant over RJ.
I mean, he a big, so I wouldn't oppose to that. I mean, RJ
A
second best
Seward,
versus
a Seward's promising. He a
okay.
lockdown defender.
Yeah, but he can't shoot.
Yeah, I mean
His
that was
shooting is
just his
bad.
rookie
Yeah.
year. That was
If
just his
if
rookie
his
year. I seen
shooting
him do.
gets better, hey, all bets are off. But I can only go off what I saw last year because the season hasn't started. So I can only go off what I see. And last year, he was terrible. His
Yeah,
shooting was
shooting wise, yeah.
terrible. So if you had to choose between, say, Tobias Harris and RJ Barrett, I mean,
I will only go RJ because he's younger. That's literally it. But if we talking about skill wise, I would low key take Tobias over him. RJ too inconsistent. At least I know with Tobias, I know what I'm gonna get out of you. You don't know
yeah,
what
you
you gonna
go
get out of
get
RJ.
whatever Tobias average last year's third option, 17 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, steal.
That's as the third option though. On the
And
Pistons, he the second.
second, what he can give you probably, I wouldn't be
20.
shocked if he gave you like 21, maybe 22. I wouldn't be shocked. 21, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going under. I think they could get 25 because they sold me last year, but Credit K got hurt. But I'm gonna go under. I think the Pistons are they're still a bad team. They're still a bad team. All right, last team in the West. The New Orleans Pelicans. 40 over under
Mm,
45.5 wins.
well, under 45. They lost Valanciunas and they need a big
Their big is basically
Zion.
no, well,
That's they
no, not
big.
really. The dude from Baylor, can't think of his name, drawing a blank. And Daniel Tice,
That's not it. And it was the other one was what 45,
45.5.
so 46.
I
They
think
can
they can
get
get
you
46.
46 win. I mean, it depends. If Bi is still there, yes.
Well, he hasn't gotten traded, so I'm just gonna go
If
off
he's still
them
there,
right
going
now.
off if he's still there, yes, they can get 46 wins.
I think they can, even if he wasn't there, I still think they could get 46.
It depends on who they get back for him.
I mean, they don't. I mean, they can get back just a role player. You still got Dejounte, CJ, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Zion. You still got all of them. That team is really good. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
get it. Brandon
then
Ingram is a
again,
good player.
the West, like we said, the West is stacked, and they got all them bigs out there, and that makes a big difference. Because I guarantee they closing lineup, they gonna have Zion at the 5, unless they decide to opt with Daniel Tice at the 5 to close
I
it.
mean, they got no choice.
I'm gonna
They
go
got no
over
choice.
though.
That team is very talented. Herb Jones is one of the best defenders in the league. Trey Murphy is probably one of the best role players in the league. You got DeJounte, and if they still keep I still think they could get 46. I mean, like you said, the West is tough. You know, they don't have size because Daniel Tice is probably what 6'9", if anything.
9, yeah, 6'9",
Maybe
maybe 6'10".
6'10", maybe
Yeah,
6'10". I'm just going off that. Maybe 6'10". Okay, on here, he's 6'8". So I'm just go 6'8", 6'9". That's all I'm gonna go off of. Like you said, if you go up against the bigs, that does hurt them. But CJ, DeJounte, Zion. I think they could get 46 because they got just a lot of talent. I
talent. I
think
mean,
they can
because
get.
you got to think the Rockets gonna be better this year.
Yep.
The Grizzlies gonna be better this year.
Yep.
The Kings gonna be better. Only team that I can see them really competing with for that last playing spot is the Warriors and maybe the Clippers, because the Clippers gonna drop this season.
I mean, if you want to take out Clippers and Warriors and just say add Houston and Memphis, They're still playing. I guess if that's cool, playing. I'm not upset about that. I'm gonna go over. I think they could get 46 wins. Last team, the Orlando Magic, over under 47.5 wins.
I'm gonna go over because last year they had 47 last year, and then they
Mhm.
just added KCP. KCP is gonna be a big help with his championship pedigree, and then helping Paulo take that next step because KCP has been around great superstars and great players, so he can instill that confidence and those work habits into him, and they're gonna get a little bit better. Because if Paulo take the next step, I mean, I don't see them competing for no Eastern Conference because you still got to get past the Bucks, Knicks, and Celtics. But they can be a really scary team in the East. I'm gonna go over.
Yeah, like you said, last year they had 47. Paulo is one of the young players in the league. Franz is one of the good young players in the league. You said they had a KCP. You still got Wendell, Jalen Suggs. Their bench is still a little questionable, but they're still a good team, and I think we expect them to be better. I think they can get one more game. I definitely think they can get one more game. Like the Magic are, they're a really good team, and
Hmm.
I think last year they were fifth. I think they probably stay around five, and I wouldn't. And I think they could get four. I think that's all I'll go. I don't think they're a top three, but I think they can get 4 or 5.
Can he pull off what OKC did? Not the number one seed, but
Getting
make it into that
57
top.
wins.
No, not 57, because in the East, the third seed was 49. So basically, 42 more games they would have tied for third.
Can they reach the OKC level? I mean, I think it just depends on like, is Paulo like? I think Paulo is undoubtedly their best player. I think I guess I'm gonna say he's that guy. But do you think he's that guy? Like Shea is that guy, and he's just
Yeah.
so good that he led them to 57 wins. If you think Paulo is that guy and could potentially get them to say 50, I don't think they're getting 57. But if somebody said, "Hey man, I think the Magic they might get 50 wins," I'd be like, "Huh." I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't oppose to it. I wouldn't deny it.
No, I definitely think Apollo's that guy. He can get them 50 wins. He just gotta shoot it a little bit better. That's literally it. He just gotta up his three ball a little bit. And he been working on his three ball. He's talked about working on his three ball with KD. So I think, coming into the summer he did the same routine. Each year you work on your shooting, you get better and better. So I think he's gonna be a better shooter this year. He could definitely get them 50 wins this year. They could
Because
definitely do it.
last year he shot 33% on 44 on 4 attempts. If
That's
we
not
can get
bad.
that to maybe 36, I think that's cool. Or maybe even
Yeah.
37. I think that's real good. So yeah, I go over. I think they could definitely get one more win. Magic are a good team. And speaking of Paulo, he made some comments the other day. They asked him basically, where do you see yourself in 5 years? He said an NBA champion, hopefully an MVP, hopefully an MVP, and one of the faces of the league. Do you
Mm.
agree with what he's saying in
He
five
has
years?
potential, and he has potential. He definitely does have potential. Now, NBA championship, that one may push it a little. That one might be pushing it. That's the whole Jalen Brown. We gonna win however many rings in however many years. But I could definitely see him being an MVP candidate for sure, for sure. And then I could definitely see him being one of the faces of the leagues too, because he got the whole makeup. I mean, only thing is, it's Orlando. They don't really get that much media coverage, so we don't really know who he is per se as a person. But he can definitely be the face of the league, and he can definitely be an MVP candidate. Championship, that one pushing it.
So, faces of the league, I agree. I definitely think in 5 years he'll be the face of the league. MVP, I'll say this. I think he can potentially be an MVP candidate. Winning the MVP, I don't know. But if I see When I look at the MVP, I just look at the top three because those are the ones they announced. Like, you know, 1, 2, 3. Now 4, 5, and 6. Okay, if you want to count that, that's fine. But I only look at the three. Could he be a top 3 MVP candidate in 5 years? I'm not. I wouldn't oppose to it because if I'm just going off 5 years, I don't. I think Jokic is done winning MVPs. I think Giannis. I think Giannis might win one more, but I think really after that he's done. Joel could probably win one more. And if somebody say, you know, Shea,
Luka.
Luca, and put him or say even John Morant or say Anthony Edwards, you know, I think he can be that. I think he could be like number 3. I think he could be number 3. Now an NBA championship, I don't think he will win one in 5 years, but I'm just going off saying 5 years what the East will look like. The Celtics, they probably,
They're
you
gonna be
know, they
broken
still
up.
gotta have Tatum and Brown. Obviously, with the second apron and all that,
Yeah, all
that
of them gonna
team
be
might
broken
not
up.
be that good. Well, they'll have them two still, so they'll still be good. But will they be as dominant as they was this past year in 5 years? I don't know about that. You know, Milwaukee, I think they will be just a good team, but will they be top East? I don't think so. I'm looking at the Knicks. I think the Knicks will still be good. Philly, 4 years in the next 5 years. I think they're in the same conversation, kind of with Milwaukee. I think they'll be a good team, but I think they won't be top at the East. And then really after that, if you want to say the Cavs, after that, who else is there to go up against? To go up against the Magic in the
Pacers.
East?
The Pacers.
I would put the Pacers and the Magic in the same room. But I'd probably say Pacers are better. I think they're probably better because I think they just got better players. But I'll put them in the same realm. But if you want to say Pacers, I'm cool with that. But like after that, who else is there? Who else they got to go through?
Depending on how Charlotte progresses in the next 5 years in Detroit, them the only two because them the only two teams with a bunch of young talent, a young good talent.
I
Because
would
you got
gladly
Mark
say
Williams, you got Miles Bridges, you got LaMelo, Brandon Miller. So they got a nice little core over there,
and
and they
then
got a
you
new
look
coach
at
in charge. Too.
and then you look at the West. I mean, you still gotta have OKC, Denver in the next 5 years. I think they're in the same realm as like Milwaukee, Minnesota. I think they'll still be good because they got Ant. But what is Cat gonna be in 5 years? He gonna be like 30 something. So, I don't know. Dallas, you know, you still got Luca, but who are they going to surround him with in 5 years? I have no clue. I will hope they surround him with good players. The Suns, technically, they're really not old, but technically the Suns are old because KD is older. Bill is older. Obviously, Booker is still young. The Lakers, they're basically old, so I will take them out. The Kings, I think they'll still be a good team. So say they had to go up against, say, like Thunder, Timberwolves, or let's just say the Kings or the Pelicans, or even the Mavericks. Could they have a chance against them in the finals? I think they got I think they got a chance.
Yeah,
I definitely
they got
think
a
they got a good
chance.
chance
Yeah,
against them. You said what?
I say yeah, they got a chance.
So him saying a championship in 5 years, I don't think that's all the way off. Because
Yeah,
I'm just predicting on what I see in the next 5 years with these other teams.
my only way they can it depends on who on their team, because Jalen Suggs still has to take another step, and then on top of that, they still need a point guard.
Mhm.
KCP not gonna be there in 5 years, so you need somebody to replace him. Man, depends on what Anthony Black is gonna do, what Jet
Mhm.
Howard is gonna do. You know, all these young pieces that they drafted, are they gonna step up and take that next level? Because if not, I don't see an NBA championship. Because like the way their team is constructed now, Wendell he's okay, but can he be your championship big on a championship team? I don't know. Um, And then of course you got Paulo, you got Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony. Who's they starting for? Is
France.
it France? So yeah, basically all you really got is Franz and Paulo for real, for real. I don't, Wendell's questionable. KCP not gonna be there in 5 years. And then what is Jalen Suggs gonna develop into? They gotta put some more pieces around them if they want a championship team.
I think Jalen Suggs will be good. I think he'll be good. I ain't gonna say he's gonna be like cold or raw, but I think he'll be good. Wendell, that's actually a good question. But I do think it depends on matchups. Let's just say they had to go up against the Thunder. I think Wendell can match up well against the Thunder.
Yeah, he can.
Now, if
He
they had to
can.
go up against, say,
The
Timberwolves.
Nuggets, the Timberwolves.
Well, I'm not expecting the Nuggets to be good in 5 years. I don't think they'll be championship contender in 5 years. Even though you got Jokic, I think Jokic is either 29 or about to turn 30, something like that. So he'll be like 34, 35. So I'm not expecting them. And that's why I didn't say those teams, because they're older teams. And it just depends on matchups. So championship, not out the question. Winning MVP, I think he won't win one. He got to go like in 5 years. I do think in 5 years he probably averaged 30 points. He probably
Because
averaged
how
30.
much he average now? Like 22, 23?
Paulo this year, I think it was probably like 22. Because I just looked at his stats too. I literally just looked. Paulo average last year. He averaged 22, 7, and 5. So in 5 years, I definitely expect that to go
Yeah,
way up. Probably like
yeah,
28 to 30.
yeah.
And probably average, say, maybe 8, 9 rebounds. Probably stay at the same as assists. But like you said earlier, shooting got to be better. And I think he will eventually, be a better shooter. Knockdown shooter, I ain't going to say all that. But I
Nah.
definitely
He,
think,
if you work on it, you can get there. You can get there.
yeah, I definitely.
I could see Paulo being a good catch and shoot. Now off the dribble, I don't know, but I could definitely see him shooting a high clip on catch and shoots.
Paulo's a good player. And he's only 21. He's going to turn
Yeah.
22 this year. So,
Yeah, and then the next 5 years he gonna be in his prime.
yeah, he could be like 27. Yeah, he's going to be good.